Internet access has been weaponized by warring parties in Sudan since the conflict broke out in April 2023. The Rapid Support Forces and the Sudanese military had attacked internet infrastructure in order to add pressure on the opposing party and to control information, and most importantly, to perpetrate atrocities in the dark granted by internet shutdowns. In February 2024, the RSF had attacked data centers and telecommunications companies in Sudan, which resulted in a full communications blackout, which Sudan has not recovered from till today. In الفاشر, in the aftermath of the February 2024 shutdown, people relied on Starlink satellite internet. And shortly before the RSF attacked الفاشر, to perpetrate horrendous crimes, they've shut down the internet and confiscated Starlink dishes as well as citizens' mobile phones wherever possible. Internet shutdowns, particularly in armed conflict, a matter of life and death. In Sudan, social media platforms have become a way for people to crowdsource tips and resources, to receive tips about evacuation routes. Also, because of the cash scarcity, people had to rely on online mobile banking apps in order to buy food, buy medicine. The shutting down of the internet means that those people are being put at the brink of starvation. Sudan remains one of the worst humanitarian crises around the world, and the shutdown is putting civilians at further risk. Increasingly, internet shutdowns have become a method of warfare, not only to control information and narratives, but also to terrorize civilians and to inflict collective punishment on them, especially in wartime, active fighting and a bombardment, not being able to maintain family links and check on loved ones, not being able to access life-saving information or even information about what's happening around. People that we've talked to in Sudan, for example, had told us that they hear clashes and gunfire and bombardment, but they have no idea what's happening outside of their homes. People are exposed to extreme psychological distress and trauma as a result. Time and time again, we see internet shutdowns as a signal to escalations, or they happen concurrently with escalations of violence on the ground. In 2024, we have documented at least 103 internet shutdowns related to armed conflict, and many of those were associated with situations of violence on the ground. And I should also emphasize that based on the data that we have collected over the years, armed conflict has become the leading trigger of internet shutdowns around the world. And therefore, seeing the RSF shutting down the internet before they enter al-Fashir to commit horrendous crimes really fits this wider pattern we see not only in Sudan, but in different conflict zones like in Gaza, in Yemen, in Ukraine, and other parts of the world.